The camera fades in on a young woman standing alone under the pouring rain. Her thin clothes clinging to her body, her hands trembling as she clutches a small bag of belongings. She is shivering, her face pale, her eyes swollen from tears. Behind her, the tall gates of a mansion slam shut. A voice echoes in her head, "Get out. You don't belong here. You're nothing but a servant." This is the story of Amara, a girl the world tried to break, but fate had written a different ending for her. Amara had grown up in a village where poverty was normal and dreams were a luxury. Her mother worked as a cleaner in small shops, and her father had passed away when she was only 8. To support her family, Amara left school and became a maid in the city at just 16. At first, she believed her hard work would earn her respect. She cooked, scrubbed floors, took care of children, and worked from dawn till midnight. But instead of kindness, she received insults. She was mocked for her simple clothes, scolded for the smallest mistakes, and treated as though she was invisible. One evening, a necklace went missing in the house. Though she was innocent, the wealthy lady of the house accused Amara of stealing. Without proof, without mercy, she shouted at her, threw her bag into the street, and ordered the guards to push her out. The rain poured down as Amara stumbled into the dark street. She had nowhere to go, no money, and no one to turn to. Her heart whispered, "Is this how my story ends?" For days, Amara wandered the streets. She slept in bus stations, survived on scraps, and often went hungry. But inside her, a small flame of hope refused to die. She remembered her mother's words. "Daughter, life will test you, but don't let it break your spirit. Your tears are watering the seeds of your future." One afternoon, while searching for work in a busy marketplace, Amara fainted from exhaustion. When she woke up, she found herself in a hospital bed. A nurse told her that a man had brought her there after finding her unconscious on the street. That man was Alexander Grayson, a billionaire entrepreneur known for his cold demeanor and ruthless business strategies. Yet, something about Amara's fragile state, her calloused hands, and her quiet dignity struck him deeply. Their first meeting was brief. Alexander asked her name, her story. Amara hesitated but eventually told him everything. Her struggles, her dreams of finishing her education, and her desire to one day help children like herself. Instead of pity, Alexander saw courage. He was reminded of his own past, a childhood of hardship before wealth found him. He decided to help, but not with charity. He offered her a job, not as a maid, but as an assistant in one of his companies. Amara was shocked. She had no formal education. But Alexander said firmly, "I don't hire degrees. I hire people with fire in their soul. And I see that fire in you." Amara's new life was not easy. She was mocked by other employees, doubted at every step, and overwhelmed by the unfamiliar world of business. There were nights she cried herself to sleep, ready to give up. But Alexander believed in her. He gave her books, mentorship, and pushed her to attend evening classes. Slowly, Amara learned. She grew from a timid girl into a confident young woman with sharp ideas and a voice that commanded respect. Over the years, she rose through the ranks, her resilience turning into brilliance. She became not only Alexander's most trusted employee, but also his closest confidant. Years later, Amara stood at the opening ceremony of a foundation she had built, a school for underprivileged children. Reporters asked her, "How did you achieve all this?" She smiled with tears in her eyes and said, "I was once a maid who was thrown out into the streets. I had nothing but hope. And then, someone believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. Today, I stand here to tell every child, your past does not define your future." Alexander, standing beside her, whispered proudly, "You've become more than I ever imagined, Amara. You're not just a success story, you are hope itself." The crowd erupted in applause. The screen fades to Amara's voice. "Life will push you down. People may abandon you. But remember, every ending can be the beginning of something greater. Never stop believing in your worth, because one day, your pain will become your power." The story closes with Amara hugging a group of children in her schoolyard, sunlight breaking through the clouds. A symbol of hope, resilience, and second chances.